An FBI raid this morning at a Tujunga compound, possibly related to a TikTok dancing cult.
The 7M TikTok dance culture has a fairly unexpected update, so let's revisit the situation and what's going on now.
We are on McCrory Street here in Tujunga, and I want you to take a look. This is where that search warrant was executed earlier today. You can see that black fence still knocked over from the activity that happened here this morning. On this property is Shekinah Church. This church was the subject of a 2024 Netflix documentary that faced allegations of manipulation, and was even accused of being a cult.
These people were the subject of the Netflix documentary that came out in May of 2024 about the 7M dance culture, and it was called Dancing with the Devil. However, 7M is a subsidiary of Shekinah, which was started in 1994.
7M, an entertainment company founded by Robert Shin, who's also the pastor of LA-based Shekinah Church.
This is a church, but they're also a management company. I just felt a little funny about that.
Please keep in mind this is just a broad overview of everything. If you'd like more details, there should be a playlist link right here if I remembered to link it, but you know what? I'm going to remember this time. That goes into a lot more detail. Robert Shin founded Shekinah in 1994 with the express purpose not of this other stuff, but he wanted to be a film producer with limited success. He had a show called Millionaires Club that got changed to Billionaires Club, along with a couple movies you have probably never heard of, but he found his real success in 2021 when he founded 7M and found all these dancers on the internet and blew up on TikTok. Many members report isolation from families. They have to block them. There was one instance where these were starting to come out, these culture allegations, and so they all went and did photo ops and all that stuff with the families, and then the family said they really didn't hear from them after that. At least 3 members have accused Robert Shin of SA and report that they were publicly shamed within the congregation when they tried to tell people what happened, and the treatment got a lot worse. One of the people who tells their stories left in 2011, so it has been going on a long time. Robert has also been accused of financial misconduct, something that he actually has gotten judgments against him, and he had to pay judgments. Back in 2009, he had to pay someone $9,000 for damages and lost wages. He has a way that he sets this up with a 20% management fee and then little 10% fees that come in and add up to about 80% of their income. One of those fees is their tithe to his Shekinah situation, as well as a 10% man of God tax directly to him. People who have left have reported getting as little as $15 per week and him keeping the majority of it. Part of the raid was for fraud and tax evasion. This is not just 7M. Robert owns a lot of other businesses wherein he has been found liable for this behavior, allegedly for internet purposes only, because Robert himself is very litigious. He has been sued several times dating way back into the early thousands. However, he has also sued people speaking about this, including She Who Shall Not Be Named. One complaint that he is still engaged in, set for trial October 27th, and keep in mind these are civil, not criminal. There's a little bit of a difference there, right? That allege basically everything everyone else has alleged and are very reflective of why the FBI raided the property. The FBI acknowledged that the Netflix documentary was a big part of the reason they really started looking into this, and the raid happened because they were investigating traffic situations, fraud, and tax evasion. Reports as they sit currently do not report any official crime being charged or anyone being arrested. However, there were several pictures of people sitting on the sidewalk in handcuffs. We will keep following this and I'll keep you updated, but I did not expect to see that. But, you know, it just happened the day before yesterday, so we'll see how this develops, and I hope you guys have a good day.